Well, hello everybody, it's me again, Frances, and I'm glad you're able to join me today. And I have, I hope there's going to be some interesting projects for you to do. Okay, so why don't we get started? Excuse me, technology is interrupting us. Okay, okay, that technology's gone. Okay, thank you. Anyway, I hope your day has gone well so far, and I hope it will continue to go even better. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to do a scratch board. And you're going to receive a board like this, and you can see the surface is all black, and what you're going to do is you're going to make different marks on it, which will create a design, and it'll end up perhaps looking something like this. Isn't that wonderful? And notice all the different variations of the colors and how this purple transitions to this red to kind of this orange. So it's unpredictable what colors will show up. But first I want to talk about the tools that you're going to use. If you have what we say a dowel, which is this right here, and it has a pointed edge so that you can scratch into the scratch board. Or if you have, now, if you've been with me previously, you know that I save a lot of things. This is a stick from one of those long matchsticks that you use to light candles. So that something like this can be used, and of course you want to use the edge that's kind of sharp. Another thing that we could use, if you're going to receive this smaller one here, and I don't know if you can see this, but I have cut these so that it's at an angle, and I'm turning this around so hopefully you can see it. It's at an angle, and then you would use the sharper edge to work into your scratch board. Another thing you could use is a paper clip. Open the paper clip, and then you could use the sharp edge here of your paper clip. Another thing you could use, see, many us artists are pretty creative with this things that we use. It's a nail. Now the nail would be wonderful, and you can hold it nicely. However, you have to be careful that you don't dig too far into your scratch board. Okay? And how about a plastic fork? Has these wonderful points over here that you can use as your tool. Okay? So, those are the possibilities of tools, and you are going to receive this one little tool here, kind of like a matchstick. And I think it's just long enough that you could hold it nicely. Okay. Next thing I want to share with you is the lines. Now, well, let me just show you, okay? And I think I can make this clear. This is my surface here. I have this white paper, and I'm making a mark on it, like so. But where does that mark go? It just starts here and ends up over here. But I want it to mean something more. So I'm going to take it all the way to the edge of the paper at one end and the edge of the paper at the other end, so that it has more or less a beginning and an end, or the beginning here and an end here. Okay? Now, the other thing is, I know you all know how to make various kinds of lines. Of course, we have straight lines, we have zigzag lines, we have wavy lines or curvy lines, and I know that you all know how to make these kinds of marks, which is all it takes in order to do this scratch board. Okay, so with this example that I showed you, let me go directly to the scratch board now. Okay, let me get that out of the way. And okay, so I've worked on this a bit. There were many lines that on this piece that did not connect or just ended nowhere. But I've gone back and I've worked into certain areas to make it just richer looking. So I'm going to just do that right now, work into some areas. I don't know which is the top or the bottom or the sideways, so I'm just gonna start right here. And I'm gonna use the tool that you're going to receive, okay? So that, whoops, it's all equal, okay? Good. Okay, so where am I gonna start? And there's some marks on here that I really like. Like there's a little, kind of like a mesh mark over here, kind of like a screen. That's the best way that I could use to describe it right now. And you can see, as I said, there's curvy lines. This is primarily lines that are curved. There are some that could be considered straight, like over here. So let me just go into an area and I'm going to work into it. And I want you to see when, my purpose of doing this is so that you can see the difference when it's fully scratched away, the black area, how wonderful that vibrant color comes up. Okay, so let me work in this area here. And this is, again, just as I've said in other series, that you just have to be patient. Be patient with yourself. There are also no right or wrong ways to do this. The correct way is your way, so that you achieve a composition or an image that you're pleased with. So it's all up to you. And you know that in art, there are so many types of art that what appeals to me might not appeal to you. And that's okay. I had a recent occasion to walk into this gallery that someone that I was with wanted to go see this particular artwork. And I do not like this particular artist's work. And I expressed it that I think it's just not good. And the person pointed out to me that, well, what you like, I might not like. And I said, that's true, that's true. So anyway, I didn't have to go in and look at it. Thank goodness. So I'm working slowly and patiently. And I think I'm going to keep some of these lines that are already here. Okay. Now I have been working just on this one little area here. Let me show you. Okay, I just been working on this one little area, but before it was kind of not completely scratched away, but I really like these marks right here. So I'm going to leave those as is. And I'm going to select another area to work on. I see some areas that are kind of like circles. I've already worked those. I think I'm going to make these a little more definitive, okay? So let me go back into this circle and really scratch the block away so that we can see this very beautiful, vibrant yellow underneath. And as you work, you're going to notice that there may be little specks of black, so you might want to go over that with your tool so that you take all of those black marks away, so that it is quite cleaned up. Oh, here's another one. Okay, let me go into that one. Yikes, that's a little smaller one, but that's okay. I made it a little bit larger. Okay, and here's another one. And please remember that, as I said, there's no right or wrong way. What is important, in my estimation, is how you like the piece that you've created. So here's another circle here. I'm going to go and scratch away more of the black area. Okay, here's another one down here. It looks a little bit incomplete. Another one. Perhaps this is the time you want to have some soft music playing, or some loud music playing, or maybe something in between. That always helps to take me to another spot also. And encourages me to continue with my creativity. Okay, okay. So I just worked this area here. I made it a little more prominent, stand out a little bit more. Now let me come to this area here. And I believe that as you work into this and you pull away the black surface, you'll notice, and you may not be able to see it here, but as you're working on it yourself, that the surface of the scratch board gets a wonderful, wonderful quality. Like you can see it, I can see it here, here, here. It just gets very rich. Okay, kind of like your favorite piece of chocolate cake or cheesecake. Okay, okie dokie. So, as you continue to work, again, the colors, the black that you pull away will expose those vibrant colors that are underneath. So I think you'll get the idea with this, and I don't know how this goes. Maybe it goes horizontal, vertical, horizontal, I'm not sure. But it would take me a while to look at it, and then I could decide which way I wanted to go. So I hope that you're gonna enjoy doing this, have some fun with it. Remember, don't be so critical. Take your time and have some fun with it. And you'll receive 2 pieces of scratch board, so that perhaps the first one doesn't work out, then you'll have a second one, or you can cut it in half. And then you'll have 4 pieces or 3 pieces to work with. Okay, so have fun with it, enjoy, and express yourself. Thank you, see you next time.